college ranks 19 days until kickoff for the Western Michigan Broncos, and they will be tested immediately. The Broncos held Media Day in Kalamazoo on Saturday. They'll open the season at home Friday, September 4 against the 6th-ranked Michigan State Spartans. Then in week 4, they head to the Horseshoe in Columbus to take on top-ranked Ohio State. 24-hour News 8's Katie Mundinger was at Media Day in Kalamazoo. She talked one-on-one with Bronco coach P.J. Fleck. And, you know, I know coaches like challenges, Katie, but why such a difficult preseason schedule?
If you spend 10 minutes with Coach Fleck, you'll realize his favorite word is elite. His goal is to have an elite program, and that's where he wants the Broncos to be. In order to be considered elite, you have to play elite teams.
Our best players are our highest character kids, and anytime you do that and it matches the work ethic that they have, you have some type of big-time team. And I don't know what that is. I mean, we have a second hardest non-conference schedule in America and a top 30 hardest schedule in America. So we have our work cut out for us. But the type of talent, the talented men and the character we have here, that's what's really rising. I think that's what people can start to see.
Is this team where you expected it to be after 3 years when you came in?
Yeah, 100%, believe it or not. I think any coach that takes over a program doesn't think it's going to fail. But I think it's the ones that truly, truly, truly believe what they say and truly every day change their best. And they don't let the circumstance dictate their behavior. You know, they never let what they really want down the road, and they don't sacrifice what they want right now. And I think that's really important for when you're building a program, because there's a lot of times that it tests you and everything's telling you to quit. It's not going to be worth it. It's just not there. You can't do that. But that's not my nature, and that's not this football program's nature, and that's not this community's nature.
How would you define success this year? Is it a number of wins? Is it a MAC championship? I mean, what are you looking for at the end of this season?
As long as our players change their best on a daily basis and we're better players. We left this year better than last year. Right? As a whole, as a group, as a unit, of all the things we take into account, that absolutely is a success. It's very difficult to play in this program. It's very challenging on a daily basis. And change your best sounds like an easy slogan. To actually do it and know that your best isn't good enough the next day, those are some major expectations built within the organization daily that you have to meet that makes it very, very, very difficult and challenging with a ton of adversity to play here. And if you want to become a national brand, you've got to schedule national opponents. National opponents get national coverage, right? And, you know, when we scheduled these, we knew they were going to be really good. You know, if you don't take, you know, big chances, you're not going to get a big reward. You know, and I think that's one thing we want to continue to do in our organization and our program is continue to challenge our players to show them on a national level. If you think you're the best team in the country, then let's play the best team in the country. Where are we compared to that? Where do we fit? Other than that, you really don't know where you can become, you know, you fit against the best. You just know you fit somewhere. Well, this year we're going to find out real quick where our program's at.
So going along those lines, do you view these games as a win or a fail? Or do you still consider it a moral win if it comes close?
I don't really believe in moral wins. I think as long as you learn from either a win or a loss, it's successful. Right? And that's what we have to understand in our program. It's not necessarily the result. It's what did you learn from it? What can you take from it? What are the positives from it? What aren't you ever going to do again? Right? And that's how a program grows. If you just keep focusing on the result, it's going to keep happening. Right? I mean, the definition of insanity, do the same thing over and over and over and expect different results. You've got to change. And that's what our program's doing on a daily basis.
How excited do you get thinking about Michigan State coming into here? How electric do you think this stadium is going to be?
Well, again, we get caught up in the game. I mean, that's our job. You know, everybody always talks about in high school football, like, hey, you guys excited for the homecoming week? Well, our job is to win the football game, right? Your job is to go to the dance, right? Your job is to decorate the gym, all that stuff. Our job is to go out there and give the crowd the best form of Western Michigan we can give them.
Less than 3 weeks of practice until the Broncos come out of that tunnel to take on the Spartans. It will be great seeing that crowd at Waldo Stadium and the excitement surrounding the game.
Pretty easy guy to talk to, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Everything's elite.
It is, and you know, they did a great job against Michigan State 2 years ago, early in his first game. They gave them one of their better tests all year. So it'll be very interesting to see how they handle Michigan State in their own building.
Absolutely. I think the big thing will be that they're at Waldo Stadium in front of their home crowd, and it's going to be crazy numbers. I think they've already sold the game out.
Yeah, 19 days. 19 days. Thanks, Katie.